pesky, disgusting, horrid. These are little monsters that you dread to encounter. Even a slight touch of them in your body gives you chills of horror, much like watching a Jeff Goldblum back in the 80s. But are they really that horrible? Are all flies despicable? You'd be surprised to know that not all of them are evil. Let's get to know some of the good, the bad, and the ugly. Hi, I'm Walter, and this is Urban Wilde City. Flies are almost everywhere. They are self-inviting guests that show up in our homes and gardens. The common flies that we see belong to the insect order of Diptera, from the Greek words meaning two wings. They are also called true flies. Some insects like the butterflies and dragonflies have flies in their names but are not related to the true flies and do not belong to the same group. One difference to note is that true flies have two wings while butterflies and dragonflies have four. There are about 120,000 species of flies described by science, with thousands more waiting to be discovered. We'll try to identify some of the flies I have observed in my home and in the neighborhood. There are flies that feed on the dead and decaying flesh, rotting organics, and other stuff I don't want to mention here. These are the carrion flies. In this group are the housefly, the most common fly found in homes and the most widespread insect in the world, the flesh fly, bigger than the housefly and nastier in appearance, and the blowflies, the shiny ones with the blue or green metallic coloring. They do look nice and colorful up close. These are flies that you don't want to see joining you in your dining tables. They can spread diseases because they feed on human food and filthy matter alike. The flies pick up disease-causing organisms while crawling and feeding and transfer them when they land on your food. Flies are attracted to carbon dioxide which human beings breathe out. That's why mosquitoes always find us even in the dark. Yep, mosquitoes are also true flies. They're just the slim versions. In fact, the word mosquito is Spanish for little fly. Only female mosquitoes bite. Males feed on nectar from flowers, so do the females. But females need additional protein to lay eggs. As they get their protein from animal or human blood, some species transmit diseases that cause the most deaths than any other animals, making them world's deadliest creature. Well, you could say they suck. The next fly also has a taste for blood, especially of horses. It is called a horsefly. They are large flies with massive eyes. Again, only the females feed on blood for protein and can also transfer blood-borne diseases from one animal to another. And there are flies that are vegetarians. Well, almost. Like the tiny, red-eyed common fruit fly. It feeds on rotting fruit and vegetables but may go for meat if available. They may also carry diseases but they're more of a nuisance than as a pest. But this next fruit fly really gets on my nerves. It is a guava fruit fly. It is much bigger than the common fruit fly. It regularly visits my guava tree along with her kin. Nothing is more frustrating than eating a delicious ripe guava with their larvae beating you to it. About 6 millimeters long, an adult resembles a bee or a wasp. They are among the most destructive pests of horticultural crops. Preventive measures must be done to control these fruit invaders. This black and white fly is a root maggot fly. It is about the same size as of the common housefly. They are called as such because larvae feed on stems and roots of various plants, damaging their growth. These next two flies are more of annoying than harmful. The moth fly, with its hairy body and wings, giving them a furry moth-like appearance, hence the name. And the mosquito look-alike, the green midge. Having no mouth parts, the adults may live just about 3 to 5 days with just one purpose: mate before they die. While some flies can spread diseases or just annoying, there are others that are also beneficial to humans and the environment. These are the good ones. Soldier flies are one of the most beneficial flies in existence and are considered non-pests. Under this group are the black soldier fly, the garden soldier fly, and the green-tailed fly. They do not bite and are not associated with transmitting any diseases because they do not have mouth parts and do not feed upon waste. Having only a week to live as adults, the mission is to find a mate and for the females to lay eggs. However, the larvae have been shown to be effective manure recyclers, reducing livestock waste. They can also be a good food source for fish and other animals. This is a green long-legged fly. Well, the name says it all. The body is metallic green and slender and the legs are long. Adults and larvae may feed on pests such as aphids and other small insects. The rubber fly is named as such because of the adult's notorious aggressive predatory habits as it waits in ambush and catches its prey in flight. Mature rubber flies and their larvae are voracious hunters of a wide variety of pests, though sometimes beneficial insects are not spared. Overall, rubber flies are considered to play an important role in maintaining a healthy balance in our gardens. Hoverflies get their name from their unique ability to hover. They feed on nectars and are important pollinators. Many species of hoverflies mimic bees or wasps in appearance, thus avoiding predators. Most hoverfly larvae are also beneficial because they are predaceous on insect pests such as aphids and mealybugs. Well, that's a win-win situation for gardeners. Rounding up the list are the harmless crane fly, which is also mistaken as a mosquito, and the beneficial wasp-mimicking stilt-legged fly. And these are other flies I couldn't identify and couldn't seem to find a matching image from the internet. There you go. Well, except for the guava fruit flies and the female mosquitoes, flies play an important role in our environment. They can be pollinators, pest controllers, and source of food. Some are also used in forensic science. Even carrion flies have its beneficial contribution as scavengers and decomposers, so we don't have to deal with rotting organic matters anymore. If it wasn't for them, there would be animal carcasses and other organic trashes everywhere. So with just proper control measures, life can still be beautiful living together with these misunderstood tiny creatures. Thank you for watching. See you in my next story.